Hi, chat. Hello. Hi, how we doing? Whoa, this wants to do stuff. Paradox. Hi. Let's go. Literally just reinstalled Minecraft right now, so hopefully it has all my key bindings set. Oh, there's only one way to test that. And that's by using my custom key bindings. So, hello cat. Yay! I'm all alone on the server. How sad. Too bad, so sad. So, I feel like not too much has happened since last week. We're back at school, so everything's thoroughly slowed down. But one thing's for sure, and that is these containers are happening slowly. But we need the colors for that. So, I guess we could possibly go get those other wood types today. I think the only ones we haven't gotten so far are actually the acacia and the mangrove. We tried to get some of the acacia, but we couldn't get a lot. But there's mangrove this way, so I'm gonna head over in that direction and try and start to get some mangrove. How does that sound, chat? Also, chat, can we hear the game? Is the game sound functioning? Because if not, then I can fix that pretty easily, but... Okay. We're going this way. Yeah, there are some more acacia trees over here, but I think we'll just start with focusing on the mangrove. Since there's a whole thing of it here.
Ah!
I really missed the mark with that. Okay. Well, aren't these leaves supposed to despawn super quickly? There we go. It was either 6 or 8 stacks that I needed. Can't remember which one. Yeah. Okay. You see, stuff like this, because it just means there's like one piece of wood somewhere still here. And that piece of wood stops the whole decay. Okay. Getting mangrove wood is so annoying, chat. Wow, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Ah!
Great. Now it's gonna be nighttime and there's gonna be mobs and like... It even remembers what I last sent in the chat. Isn't this awesome? Even though I haven't been on in like a week. Alright, that's what we were doing last time. I remember that now. Maybe we benefit from having a look at what we can do with that. See if there's any other murals that I could do. Like this one's on a building that I've built. Right? Like, there's a lot of red, purple, green. The green's probably the most annoying one, but like black, which I've already got a lot of. Brown actually might be one of the more annoying ones. But for the most part, like, that one's doable. I don't think it would be too much effort to do that. And then all of the leftover light blue could go towards doing that. And also there with the leftover magenta as well. Maybe if I start with this one, with, is that cyan and magenta? Cyan, yeah, that's cyan and magenta. Surely I've got a good amount of that, right? No, no I do not. Why would I have any of either of those, you know? Do I have any cyan? We've got 12 cyan. 19 dye there. What about magenta? 18 magenta. 9 dye. Okay, that's probably enough. Let's do that then. Actually, hold up. Ah, oh, seriously, I just barely missed. Let me take some black with me. Okay, chat. Okay. Not too bad. I just sort of like, I've turned off the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I turned off the wrong thing. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly but surely get the colour into the build. And if we just do all of it around one area, it'll make one area look really good. It's sort of like a little display of what the whole thing's gonna be like eventually. Okay. This is probably the last one here. You gotta be kidding me. No, that's not even the only place that's happened. Very carefully, very slowly, give it time to process all the information while I'm doing it. And run out of magenta right at the top. Literally. Okay. Couldn't have had just like a few more pieces of magenta. I had to run out when I did. Plenty more cyan though, like... This is fine, I probably will need it for something. Okay. If I go home, domain... Put the cyan away. Just keep the black on me, because I can. I had no more. Okay. No red dye. One purple dye. Going on a mission, going on a mission. Okay. Maybe it was white? How do you make magenta? Two reds, a blue, and a white. Or a purple, a red, I'm guessing. So if I go and get one more red. Yeah. I can then turn that. There we go. That allows me to make that, and then that. Okay, chat, we got it. We figured it out. Yeah. See, was it that hard? Didn't need that much more. That's fine, we got it. And yeah, instantly that does just add a lot more to this area, especially I'm guessing, like at night time, when we've got all of this done, and then like this will be all done as well, and like it's gonna look great. And we'll obviously have murals like down here. Like we could do one now, whether it's just something similar to this, so we don't actually need to like pull up a pattern or whatever. Like we could also finish the glass at the bottom of this, but that'll probably come down. That's why I'm sort of avoiding just going around and doing all of the black glass, because I know I'm gonna change it anyway. Like, I'm just sort of playing avoidant with that for the sake of needing to break it and replace it all. Like, stuff like directly around the edges here, like, yeah, I'm gonna just do that because I know that's gonna be fine anyway. But like, you know, the whole stuff like this, I'm probably going to avoid doing, because this is going to end up being a mural, I already know that. Because it'll be really cool having just a lot of stuff along here. I don't know what though. Chat, do we have any ideas for what sort of ads we could put? I could do like stuff to promote the new Minecraft update, maybe? Or even, actually, I could do the label for this building. That'd probably be cool. So if I go around here and I just sort of do the edges first. Then I can go and do the top. Might be a little slow, but that's fine. It gets the job done. This is the first fully survival mural. Okay, we've got the edge of it. Right, so the screen's going to be turned off around the edge. If I go to the domain, I want a lot of this. Do I have any? I do, nice. A lot of that. And that. Okay. Let's do this. Easy places on. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 5. Not quite where I meant to place that. Okay. Okay. I'm sure I can do 4. No, I can't. If I do that, H, O, L, O. Or H O L, no, H space O space L space O. I might do that. H O L. Alright, we've got something here. Okay, that could work. Chat, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Let's sleep. And also grab some more black while we're here. Okay.
Ah!
Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Easy way to tell that this is all here. yellow. False, 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 true, true. False, true, true. Oh, because there's no blocks behind it. I get it. I just need to finish doing that. Wait, hold on. I need to count this properly. It's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is, okay. Three, 4, 5. Oh, it's fine then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, right, yep, done. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is going okay, chat. If I can place that, please. And it is also a way of starting to light up the inside properly. And the outside, of course, but the outside does have some lighting from the building next door having its interior done, so this is going well. Okay, up here we go. This is probably almost done. Okay. We are almost done with these inroads. Here. Cool. There we go, chat. Look at that. Don't look at that, actually. You can almost look at that. And one 5, 6.
Ah!
There we go. I could have possibly used like a dark blue for this, but I think the black does work better. It'll still light it up nicely. I like that. Very simple, but like as you'll voice, please, hello. As you're walking through here, it'll be like, you know, nice reminder of what buildings to your left. Because you won't always be flying. Though when you are flying, it'll be obvious what building's here, because, you know, this will be projecting a massive hologram. But like, yeah, that looks really good as it gets darker as well. Hi, hydrate, yes, thank you. Sorry, I don't know when that was. When was that? This minute. Okay, it's fine. Chat, look at that. Yeah, I love this actually. Won't be able to play Minecraft on stream today, that's okay. Whoa, and chat, this is why we need these ads on the sides of the bottom of every building. Look, this is where there's light, right? There's ads over here. There's no ads over here. There's ads over here. There's no ads over here. And especially over, like, you know, the insides of buildings will be sorted, like this over here won't happen. The roofs, this is also why we have, like you'll see, right? No, have I only built one? Maybe I've only done it on one. But, like, you know, this sort of lights up this whole area, so it's fine. But then all the other roofs have space for there to be. Well, over here, right? There's got to be stuff like how this has this, because otherwise, even at the back, I'm not sure if this is going to be bright enough. There might be some mob spawnage over here. Right? Oh, I've gone out of render distance. But where there are ads, it's very clear, and it's like, you know, it lights up the streets, so it keeps everything safe. No, I didn't manage to get the logs yet. I'm just sort of focusing on ads this stream again because, yeah, I do still need you to get those. I started trying at the start of stream to get the logs, and then I couldn't, so I just gave up. Mining mangrove annoys me. Yeah, you can sort of see. Right. Those ads are very important to the build as a whole. I'm just gonna fly over in this direction just to verify that everything is very despawned. The ads look really cool? Yay! I'm trying to think, like, this street definitely needs more ads over here as well, and like that needs to be lit up still. The other thing is the roof of this building and all that. This one too needs this done. And I don't know what to do now. Yeah. So I think roof. You're gonna go now? Okay, I will. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I think I need to do more of these on all of the roofs, obviously. Great mint, thank you very much. I do really need that. I'm probably gonna need more of these for one day. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, this building definitely could use it. Like, you can really tell that this was really made to have ads. I mean, all of the buildings were made to have ads all over them, but like, this is one of them that you can really tell needs it. And like this one too. When it gets them, like, it does make everything look a lot nicer. What I might do is if I go back to base, right? And put all of this stuff away for now. I can go here and I can put the blue away. I can go here, I can put the cyan away. Put the purple away, I can put the pink away. Right? And in doing that, I can grab these. These in case I need them because I can't remember. This box. Here's stream lights. That might have been everything I need. I doubt it was. That'd be really simple. Oh my god, it was. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 like that. Okay. Okay, that is like that. Okay. Then directly up. So the middle one's got like that. Ah, it was smooth stone slabs is what I needed. And calcite. Got it. The calcite I can get. That's probably not enough, but it might be enough to do like one. So I go in here. Yeah. So ring of shroom lights in the middle. And do those go... No, they don't. Okay. Those are bottom slabs. Okay, yeah. I can do that. Okay. Okay. That feels wrong. That's too square. Ah, I see. Okay. I need to have another look, actually. It skips the last one and goes diagonally too. Okay. I can do that. Because then that allows for that, that, and that.
Ah!
Okay. While I'm here, just make some more of that. No, Yaman, you can't have any. Sorry. Also not sorry, but...
Ah!
So this is gonna go all the way around like that. Okay. I need to have another look at the roof again. Iron bars with a 3 there. Let's have a look at the inside of this again though. I see. So obviously this is where it becomes square.
Ah!
I believe it's this. I do need to go back up to confirm, because I have the memory of a goldfish. Okay, yeah. And then that goes up and around like that. Yeah. Okay. Back up we go. First of all, corners and middle is the deep plate. Okay. Second of all, so that wraps around as you would expect. Going fully around it. That sort of shape as well. Okay.
Ah!
Chat, I meant to do that because I actually am needing to go get more of this. Totally. Where is that? You know what? Opposite. See if I can. Wait, that's gonna be enough for more than one of these, probably, hopefully. Now let's really test my memory. Can I remember how it's supposed to be done even after dying and having less time, like having more time since I had to remember it? So it wraps around as you would expect. Okay. That's not how that's supposed to be. Okay. Awesome. Okay. There can't be a lot left to build with this, right? Like, it's got to be almost done. yeah, the corner has that with that dangling down. And the inside. So that, like that. Okay. Cool. That's the first one done. Now that's just one away from the wall. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Cool. Chat. This is going okay. Let's get that middle piece going up. It's just gonna wrap around. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That's gonna go like that. 2, 1, 2, 2. This is pretty easy. You see, it's easy when you've done it like literally just before, and also it's right next to you. So if you are unsure about anything, you can just look at it. But like, the fact that I've literally just done it sort of makes it easier than... to get this in. Can go to bed. Okay. Have some of my naan while I sleep. Right after I sleep, because it took me a bit of time to get the naan off. That's fine.
Ah!
Okay. Actually. Oh. Okay. Dap, 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 dap. Yep. It's just that, 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 and that. Okay. 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 Okay.
Ah!
There we go. Very quick, but very, like, good looking design for okay, I can't have that. Or what like a smaller one of these might look like. And like if I do that. There we go. Chat. You see, this is why I should be in charge of a hologram company. Because I come up with the most banger designs. Now, I don't know what I'm going to actually project on these, if anything. But like, I do want to just have this sort of as like the display of, you know, here's, you know, what we want. You know. They could even like be displaying like the price tags or something, like, you know. I could do something cool like that. I do really like that middle one that I just whipped up on the spot now. It's like, it needs a little bit more stuff to hold it together, and it's a little bit more powerful. As you can see, it's got more of that shroom light, which obviously we've confirmed is pretty much just nuclear energy. But like, you know, it's compact, which means it'll fit on not only stuff like this roof here if I needed to, but like these smaller tiered roofings could have one, right? Which is of course the intention of those, like they're just these like smaller, like, yeah, effective for what they need to be effective for. Okay. 8 o'clock already, chat. Past that. We're going quick today. What do we think? Do we get some more of those resources and build some more of those small ones for the display, like over here maybe, or? I don't know. Or actually, do we have some form of staircase to get up to the top? And if so, where do we put that? Do we put that on this side? Maybe wrapping around this? To be fair, this is actually designed to just be one floor. There's that little bit up there, but that's just sort of open anyway. So, you know what? We don't need a staircase in here. That's helpful. We could even, like, project the logo, or, like, another mini version of the projection on the roof, like, in there. Like, if you look up at that. Like, that could be cool. I am really liking how we're going with this, though. Like, we're making good progress today. Having, like, a decent bit of hollow starting to come out with those. And obviously we could do stuff like that if we wanted to today as well. Like, we've got a good amount of stuff left. None time. Oh. Okay. Like, what do we actually need? For, like... But we might actually be good doing one of them with just, like, light blue, brown, and white. Yeah, that's the only 3 colors on that. And we need 7 pieces of brown, and then the rest of it's just light blue and white. And of course we have that. And the main concern, I was gonna say the main concern is do we have enough white, but no, the main concern is not that at all. But we totally have everything we need. We could even do that one if we wanted to, but obviously that would require building the building first. This one shouldn't be too difficult either. But I guess we'll start with what we're here for. If I am here, do I reach all of them? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. See, that wasn't too bad. And now we've got another adder. Okay. Not bad. not the ad at all. And you can really notice as I do more and more of this, right? Walking down this street here, like, I put that on. It just feels more and more like I'm walking through a cyberpunk city every time I add stuff like that. Like, you've got all of these advertisements here and it's got all of this nice color. I want to be able to do this and then, like, turn the street and then see more constant light flashing at me. Like, I want there to be zero care for light pollution within the city. Like, you know? Someone take that out of context. So that's sort of like the idea I'm going for here. And you know what? I think it's gonna work well. And of course over there we've got like color in other forms as well. Like, it's such a grey, black, white, dull city. There's like, you know, there's like no color in terms of the color of the walls and the ground and everything around you. But then the advertisements are screaming loud colors. They're like constantly the most vibrant thing you will see in this whole city. It will be ads, ads, ads. Even like the containers, they've got the ads for that company that does them on the containers. If there is color, it's to advertise something. Here, it's like, you know, to draw your attention into here. It's like, oh, this is like some nice colorful, let's see what's in here. And it's like, you know. But then also at the same time, it's like fizzy bubbles and like, you know, you're like, yum, I want in. Like, I want to drink fizzy bubbles. Like, it's everything screaming at you. Like, you know, buy Celeste. Enchant your items here. Join the Discord. Trade with these villagers. Come drink at the bar. Like, everything in the city. Up there, it's gonna be like, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel, or, you know, follow me on Twitch and Twitter and all that, like, and then, like, once the main, like, everything that I want in the city is done, there'll still be ad space, and then that's when people in the server can come along and they can buy that ad space and be like, hey, shop at this shop that I've got on the server, or, you know, and even the holograms on the roofs, like, those are also color, and it's, you know, saying like, hey, this is this company, it's this building, I want you to come here, look at this cool technology we have on our roof. And then holo, you know, marketing even further off of that, like showing, hey, look at us, we're the people that make all this cool technology. And then, you know, over here there's more color, and it's, you know, promoting the Cave Town songs and like all of the music. If I turn this on, like, you'll see, look, YouTube channel, like, clubs and societies around here, holo, the cafe, more clubs and societies, like, you know, the Discord server, like, you know, follow me, like, there's all this stuff. And, you know, you'll see some repeated ads here and there, you know, Celeste. And then some ads, you know, won't be repeated. Like, you know, ads that are repeated, you've got the follow me, you've got the YouTube channel there, you've got the Discord server there, you've got all of this. Like, that heart is already up 3 times in this little area here. That ghost, again, 3 times in this little area here. The Discord server, sure, only twice so far, but I do plan on putting some, like, up here, and then, you know, maybe, like, somewhere on that building or whatever. The Hollow ad is probably going to be on every building imaginable, because they want, you know, they've got that monopoly, and, you know. And the other thing is, every society, like everything here, they're screaming ads at you, but there's no competing companies to advertise against for the most part. There's one shipping container company over there. There's one, like, yeah. There's one hologram company, there's one cafe, there's one bar. Sure, the cafe and bar, I can say, in universe, they probably fight over customers fairly regularly. And, like, the advertising company that does all of the wall space probably fights with Hollow quite often. And, you know, there's like these in-universe rivalries between the different shops. You know, Hollow specializes in, like, above your roof, really big glamorous stuff, whereas this ad, you know, hashtag ad specializes in all over all of your walls, and, like, you know, you'll see more of hashtag ad stuff, but you'll notice Hollow's stuff a lot better. So what do? Do you go to this company and have something that's going to be seen more, but it's just adding to the clutter and you'll never see it? Or do you go to this company and you have something that's going to be seen a lot less, but when it is seen, people will notice and they will care? The other thing as well is the space on top of each building is, like, reserved for that building to put a hologram on if they want. Someone else can't go buy a hologram, like, and put, like, a bar hologram on the cafe, or a cafe hologram on the bar, or an ad hologram on Hollow, or a Hollow hologram on the ad company. Like, and then not only that, but we've got the source of all of the energy in, like, in this city. There's this massive, like, industrial power plant here where there's nuclear plants and there's all of that stuff. And, like, I've still got to figure out what other things here, and the more I figure out for what sort of companies I want in here, the more the universe within the city grows. Because, like, you know, having the hologram company added was a decision I made, and that decision led to there being holograms on the roofs of every building, right? Having, you know, the shipping container company I made led to there being not only the shipping containers all on that building, but, like, there'll be, like, a lot of them in this industrial area, and it'll sort of show, like, hey, this company over here, they're making sales over here. The hologram company is making sales all over that. The bar and the cafe, I might, like, add litter just all over. Like, you know, I might see if I can use some armor stand magic and just have, like, especially close to those buildings, just have glass bottles on the floor, or even, like, glass panes with, like, broken stuff. Have, like, you know, people sweeping it up and, like, all that stuff. Maybe even, like, a dumpster near here that, like, someone could be, like, vomiting into. Probably won't do that, but, like, there's all that stuff that I can do to just really enhance the storytelling of Tundratopia. And, you know, there's so much stuff here that I can do. Like, building the city is only the first part. Like, I get all the buildings up, then I get all of the ads and the holograms up, and then I get all the armor stands and the story up. And then and only then do I expand further beyond the city and do, like, the area that surrounds it, the, you know, like the desert, the rainforest, the mesa, the the frozen, like, plains with, like, the ice spikes, the mountains, the volcanoes, like, all of those things, they will get put in after all of, like, the core story has been put in, which will be put in after all of the ads and the holograms, which will be put in as I go, but also mostly after all the buildings are up. And once I've done all of that surrounding terrain, I don't go in and I do the detail for the surrounding terrain. I use my building that I've done for just the base terrain, and I use that to sort of help me figure out how to tell the story better inside the city again. And then I bring the outside terrain in the city, and I try like, hey, you can see this city was sort of built using that terrain. Maybe the weird magic that's gone on to make the terrain has been what's been used to harness this energy. And then I sort of bring that story in. But then I can take that story back outside when I'm doing all of the weird growth, and I'm like, okay, so we've got this weird magic that's being harnessed for energy here. What other stuff can that magic do? Well, here's these wild plants that I'm doing outside. And then, like, you know, maybe there's like this cactus that's like really ridiculously tall. Sandstorms that have like thorns. Maybe the ice spikes are like never melting. Like maybe some of the ice spikes move into the desert or the mesa. You know, like there's some just left in there. Maybe there'll be like these wild, massive, rapid waves in the water. You know? And once I do that, I can bring all of those ideas back into the city again to really finish off that story. And once I've done that, that's when I have the perfect mega base for how my creativity and my brain works. Like, you know, it starts off with like, oh yeah, there's this city, there's some companies here, they're advertising, cool. Okay, they're in this pretty wacky terrain all surrounding them. There's like biomes that you would never expect to be anywhere near each other, but all of them are making contact with this city somewhere. Okay, they are harnessing this magical energy that's causing the terrain to be like this and using that as their energy for the city. But them doing that is actually causing the magical energy to sort of get worse and the terrain around them to like actually get really bad and maybe even infect bits of the city. Like, you know, maybe it'll be like there's massive cracks somewhere, or like this vine that like spirals along one of the buildings. Maybe there's an ice spike that's like piercing into something, you know? There's all of this crazy stuff that I can do just by going at this slower pace and seeing how it works, right? Like, my plan right now is by the end of the year have the concrete for all of the buildings done and a decent chunk of the ads just sort of placed here and there, right? I don't expect to be done with the ads by the end of the year because I want there to be that space left open for me to come back to after a bit, right? And I would also love to see if I can organize with the other people on the server. I know obviously I don't own the server, but I'd love to see if I can talk to Gam and maybe organize doing like an annual world tour sort of thing, where at the end of each year we could come together and be like, hey, this is our 2025 progress on what we've been building, right? Here's everything we've done this year, right? And then people can come here and they can see like, alright, there's a city, there's ads all over the place, but there's clearly more planned. But it's very unclear what is planned because what is planned is nothing so far. The plan is to make a plan. And then people come back at the end of next year and maybe I've got the base terrain for all of the surrounding area. a few more ads that sort of tell the story of that terrain. And like the beginnings of more culture within the city relating to its positioning. And then people can see that and they can come back the year after and see how it's gotten more wild, and like the progression of the city people will sort of see as it goes, which sort of tells the story. How, you know, the pace that the city is building is sort of intentional, right? Like at first glance it seems like this ordinary city, but like their use of this weird magical energy is sort of spiraling everything out of control. Another thing I would love to have done by the end of the year would be the roads, but also that's very likely not happening. Right? I would love to get the roads done this year. But maybe next year. You know? And if I... like, you know, I'm standing here, that might not be the best. Maybe I don't do this at night time. I'm gonna sort of like show all of like the bright lights again, but you know. I just very much love the idea of how everything is forming itself and coming together and all that. Okay, let's sleep. Okay. But yeah, that's sort of like, I guess that's a rant about the future of the space and sort of where my brain goes with it. Right. I am going to see if I can just remember, mostly by memory, how to build this, which is a terrible idea. I don't know, we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the middle that way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's get these holograms up. I am gonna have to go down and have a few looks. But hopefully nowhere near as many times as I had to for the big one. So middle one, then the same pattern there with that. Okay, that seems fairly easy. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Chat, we're getting stuff done. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more. Okay. Probably could have gotten some more food while I was there, but like, Iron bars is also something to get. Okay. Is that... Yeah. I don't appear to have any more cooked food. And I don't know... Yeah. Patch and Dawn aren't online. Yeah. Gonna have to just take this for now. Actually... If I do that... It's raining. Okay. Okay. I believe I know how I did it, but I want to just go double check and confirm it. With that little last bit on the roof. Yeah, it wraps like that with the fray on the top around. Okay. Ow. One, two, three. remember if that goes. Oh, that might be wrong actually. That might be too high up. I hope it is, because then that makes the others easier. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if I do this, is it already becoming nighttime? I feel like I've just slept. Okay, well. That's fine, I could use a naan break. Takes the tiniest piece of naan. Okay. Okay. I do also just like the idea that this company that has the housing does, like, you know, more smaller holograms over one big hologram. Like, it's another case of, like, the world building in this space, right? It shows how different companies like to use the technology for their marketing. It's like, if I have a look, see what I'm missing. Go back here. And just make up another 2 stacks of that. Hi! You home now? Yeah? With here? You're tired? Aww. Oh, it's free. Yeah, I can't count. If you need an extra 5 minutes, that's okay. Do it again. Chat, I really can't count. You'll just do seconds now? Okay. Just remember that I am going to be a little while, because I've got 3 minutes left of stream, and then I've got to make the thumbnail and all that stuff. And like, you know, chat with Luma for a little bit. Okay. Are you gonna keep sticking around and chat while you do your snackies as well? Because that'd be nice. You'll get your rest during then, so it's basically ready for pizza. Yay! Whippy. I'm just sort of trying to do this. I'm working on the holograms at the top. I probably won't do the actual holograms, like not even next stream, but like I'm just working on getting the projectors for them on top of all the buildings, partially as a lighting method, but also partially because I just sort of would like to see that progress done. Also, if you watch the VOD, you'll get a massive bit of rant about like the lore of the base and like how I plan on. Oh, I ran out of resources. Fine, I can go get more. How I plan on like doing stuff like that. If you're bored and you just want to find exactly when it is, it was probably about, I don't know, maybe 10-20 minutes ago. You'll do that at some point? Okay. Alright, chat, we'll probably just finish... Maybe not even finish the projectors, but just finish a bit of them. Then we'll raid Luma if she's live, otherwise, I don't know. We'll see who it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, my wings are gonna break. I need to go to the end farm. I haven't gone at all today just because I don't normally, yeah, I haven't been doing anything with the, like my pickaxe or the concrete. So I just forgot that that's sort of something I would need to do still. Okay. That's probably what I have time for today, so I'll sort of show off everything that we did today and then we'll go. So we did the hologram down here. We did, not hologram, the sign down here. We did this sign here, we did this sign up here, and we did some hologram projectors in the hologram shop as sort of like showcases, I guess, I don't know. And then up here we started work on some projectors on the roof of this building. All these buildings, I guess, yeah. And yeah, it's really starting to showcase what this city is like. I'm happy with it. So, I'm going to hop off of the server and see if Luma is live and we can raid her if she is. Okay. We go raid channel. Luma is not live. That's fine. Maybe we raid someone new today. Maybe. If we can find someone. Okay, can't think of anything. Chat, let's just end up the stream. Thank you so much to everyone that came down and supported the stream today. Now remember, on Friday, remember also that it is currently Monday for me. On Friday my time, we have one day. So from... from 9 o'clock, my usual start time, or no, the usual time that I would end stream. So from right now pretty much, but in a few days, on Friday, at this time, we will be going live. We will be live until I complete the the first 100 levels of the Fortnite Battle Pass, assuming that I do at least 10 levels an hour and no one spends money. B, I, complete the active level goal, assuming I get a bad wheel spin that forces me to, increase the level goal, or someone spends money to increase the level goal. Or C, 24 hours pass and I have failed. So, I will see you guys for one day. But before that, tomorrow, we have Pokemon Legends EA. Finally, it's Tuesday. Why did the game come out on a Friday? Well, it means that I could actually... Thursday, sorry. Yes, it means that I can play it lots and lots, because I could play it on the Thursday while I didn't even have school. Then there was Friday after school and the whole weekend, and then, there was today. But guess what? Tomorrow, finally, I can stream the game. I've been looking forward to it, and I hope you've been too. So, tomorrow, 7 o'clock New Zealand, as usual, we'll be playing some Pokemon Legends EA on stream. Very excited for that one. And, yeah, after that, we're just sort of waiting on one day. So, I'll see you tomorrow for some Pokemon, and then I'll see you guys on Friday for one day. Mark it in your calendars. And, until then, bye-bye now.